Sheeran with Perfect at number 4. So now up to
good afternoon. How are you? So I went to the vegan fair today. I actually planned on taking you with me. But essentially, what did I buy? I'm gonna find it for you right now. Right, and of course I still have it in my bag. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so I planned on taking you with me, but if I'm totally honest, whilst the vegan fair in Poole was awesome, there wasn't really too much to show you. There were lots of cheeses, but by the time I got there, most of which sold out. But lots of stands that sold cheese throughout the day, and then there were lots of chocolate. I actually bought chocolate. I bought this coconut chocolate, and if I'm totally honest with you, I bought it purely on the basis that the gentleman who was selling it was fine. And then what else was there? Just like lots of stands with loads of vegan junk food, just a load of shit really. But it was lovely. It was a really nice fair, but it's just the sort of stuff that they were selling is for people I suppose that has an interest in veganism or wants to perhaps experiment with their diet, as opposed to someone like me who has been vegan for, you know, quite a while now. I would be more interested in, you know, fermented foods, although I did buy something. I bought a kombucha. I love this stuff. This one's a Californian raspberry one. It's so good. I've already drank one. This is my second bottle. But I would be more interested in stuff like that, and like kimchi and stuff that perhaps you couldn't get into a supermarket. So, you know, like special vegan sauces, or I don't know, foods that they have in Korea that we're not really exposed to, or Chinese foods, all of that sort of stuff. That interests me more, as opposed to, you know, a vegan wagon wheel. And whilst vegan wagon wheels are delicious, it's not really me. Anyway, that's not to say it wasn't brilliant, because it was. But I was going to film it, but I just didn't think it would interest you very much, purely on the basis that it didn't really interest me very much. But I figured I would say hello, tell you that I bought kombucha and chocolate, both of which are stunning, and that's it. So how's life? What's happening? What have I been doing? Honestly, it's just the best drink. I'll tell you what, actually, as you know, because I've done a couple of videos on it now, I have always suffered with really bad skin. Like always, to the point where my mum took me to hospital when I was very, very young, and the doctor accused my mum of beating me up because my skin was that bad. I'll tell you something, since drinking kombucha and essentially eating my weight in kimchi, my skin has been a lot better. And as you know, I have a lot of mouth ulcers, and of course that can be caused by stress and caused by loads of things. But one thing that I've been eating and drinking is the fermented foods and drinks, and I haven't suffered with ulcers as much. So maybe that's helping. So I'm just going to keep with it, and hopefully it's the answer to all of my prayers. Hopefully. I don't think I have anything else to say to you. I will say this one thing. I've been trying really hard with rock climbing recently. A lot harder than, because I've been rock climbing now for maybe like a year and a half. I say rock climbing, you and I both know that I mean bouldering, but rock climbing makes it sound cooler. But I've been rock climbing for a year and a half now, and I must admit, for about the first year, really, I'll let this bus go. For about the first year, whilst I enjoyed it, I really fucking hate when buses don't say thank you. Dicks. Yeah, so for about the first year, whilst I really enjoyed going, I still considered myself to be a newbie, I suppose. and I considered myself, I suppose I perceived the sport as like I would eventually get better in time without actually having to put the work into it. And whilst I enjoyed, you know, seeing my friends and, you know, chilling out and socialising, and, you know, occasionally going, oh hello, occasionally going, you know, up and down the wall, I didn't put too much effort into it, and I always perceived like the harder grades to be something that I would do eventually, just not yet. But that's changed, and my mentality towards rock climbing has changed considerably. And yes, whilst I have improved, I'm still not where I want to be. But I do feel stronger. For the first time in my life, I have definition on my arms. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. So my friend just texted me telling me how much she disapproved. I said, she's gonna love this. I sent her a video. So this is my friend Emily, she's like one of my closest friends, and one of my favourite songs, and I shouldn't really openly admit this, but I'm gonna say it anyway, despite the fact that there's millions of songs out there, one of my absolute favourites is Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. So it came on the radio, and naturally, of course, I wanted to dance to it, but I also really wanted to have an audience. So I popped my phone, and I know I shouldn't have done, but I popped my phone down here and I recorded, and I wasn't looking at my phone, I was just merely pressing a button. I think I may have looked at my phone like once or twice, but it wasn't significant. And there I was, just like shimmying. And there's like a little bit, I wouldn't say there's a rap bit in Taylor Swift, but there's a bit where she like talks and she's like really edgy. So I know all of the words to Shake It Off, obviously. My glass is getting steamy because I'm so excited just thinking about it. So she's texted me and she's told me how much she disapproves of me using my phone, but also that I'm hilarious. So yeah, I'm sorry that I use my phone, like I shouldn't, I know I shouldn't, but it was literally my favourite song. So I think that's a perfect way to end this recording. So I will speak to you later. Bye 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 bye. But I promise you, I will show you. Bye. Hey, because I promised that I would show you this recording. So just remember that I'm really fucking funny. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Okay, here we go. This is the magic. So I sent that over to my good friend Emily, and she has told me to stop sending her stuff whilst I'm driving, which is totally fair, it's completely reasonable. So I'm gonna consider this my goodbye, but what I am gonna do, I'm gonna show you the sunset which is happening in front of me because it's stunning. So I'm gonna walk to the beach, I'm gonna show you that, and I'm gonna say goodbye. I have the most splendid week. I can't wait to hear all about it, should I have the pleasure in doing so, and I will see you next week sometime. But I will show you this